Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Spotlight Weekly. We got Matt Hanrahan. I can't even believe I have him on here because he's such a busy guy.
That is not true.
It is
I
true.
always have time for you. Always.
Thank
Always.
you. Would you like to high five?
Yeah, just don't punch me.
We did talk about punching each other to get some views, but we decided
Don't,
against it.
don't do that. Yeah, no thank you.
So if he punches me later, you know why.
It's not going to happen. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Shoot.
Not on camera.
Me and Jeff talked about we'd get a lot of views.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, let's start with Barron Pest Control.
Sure.
Barron Pest Pool Landscape Security. Do tell.
Yeah, we do all that stuff. So we've been here 30 years. We've been doing that for pest for 30 and landscape and pool for about 15, security for 5. Big part of the community. We love being here. It's not what I like to talk about when I do stuff, TV, radio, whatever it is. But very proud of the people we have working for us. Very proud of my family for how they started everything, and just glad we could continue it.
If you guys don't know Larry, the pest control guy, you should.
LJ.
He's
Everybody
my
calls
favorite.
him LJ. Yeah. We've got guys that have been with us 15 years, 18 years. Someone's celebrating 17 today or
That's
tomorrow.
wonderful.
So, yeah, we've got some good people, and I think that's what helps us, have longevity. So
Yeah, well, that speaks for yourself as a company.
I think so. I think so, probably. Mostly my wife and my other business partner, the ones who really
Put up with you?
Put up with us, right?
I'm just
Exactly.
kidding.
Yeah, no, that's hard work. There's no doubt
it
about
is,
it.
no doubt.
But we all have our roles, and my wife and Miss Dana, as she's referred to.
I love her.
Yeah, they're the ones
Love
that
them
really,
both.
they're the ones that really do the stuff nobody sees and the stuff that really makes us successful. So
Yes, the HR side of any business is a lot.
it
It's
is
a lot.
It is. It
And
is
it
for sure.
just gets wilder and crazier as life does.
The more you add, and the harder it gets to find employees, it just gets harder and harder, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I know this
Yeah.
isn't on my list, but can we just talk about that you had an 8th grader graduate and
Yeah.
you have a high schooler graduate?
Yeah, promotion from Holly Valley Junior High last night,
Woo
which was
woo!
yeah. And next Friday I've got my oldest graduating from Needles High School. So yeah, it was an emotional night last night. We talked a little bit before the show. I won't embarrass anybody on the camera.
He
but
already
Tell.
wiped the tears off.
yeah. But it was a fun evening. He has 4 more years. Obviously, we'll do it again. But my
Yeah.
oldest graduating next week. As
It's a
any
lot
parent
of
knows,
emotion
yeah,
in one month.
it's going to be a fun week. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about the things that are going to get me through it because it's probably not appropriate for the
Yeah.
TV stuff. But yeah,
If you know, you know.
yeah.
Well, we
you-
got
you
some
know.
chat already in the chat. I hate to interrupt, but let's see. There's Ethel Haniger says, "Love this company. My son introduced me to them." That's
Awesome.
talking about your company.
Awesome. We
Already
love
in
that.
the
We
chat,
love that.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Supporting you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, that's one great thing about Barron and just you guys as a group, that you guys are so involved.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just take you personally out of it. As far as Barron Pest Control, a lot of involvement goes into that. And then you are the face of that. You are everywhere.
Sure.
Every
Gotcha.
meeting I go to, I see this guy. I'm like, dude, how do you have so much time? It's impressive. As well as the leadership that has shown that you have. I was able to work with Ian a little bit too, and it's nice to see that the kids follow suit of that.
He's a good kid. Don't we have to talk about that?
Yeah,
Now I'm all
so
emotional.
sorry. I know. I
yeah.
just, I like to bring it up because I think as a parent or even as a business owner, you truthfully go into these things with a bigger picture, which is, changing people's lives. And then when you can do that in your own home, it's a big deal.
And you know what? If you're a business owner out there and you don't find value in how important that is, you're missing the boat on something, because your communities, I mean, it's everything. It's not just about garnering business. It's about the tie-in, and it's about the relationships you build, and that's why it's so important. I mean, to me, it's the most important thing that I can do for our companies and for our community, is spend as much time as I can doing the things that we're going to talk about today.
That
So
matter.
yeah.
Well, that leads us right into the MCC Booster Club
Yeah.
and the Bighorn Golf Tournament. So
Yes.
can you tell us a little bit about the MCC Booster Club?
Yeah, so super excited about this one. For those that don't know, we have MCC is now started an athletics program. And
Super
yeah,
big for
it's
the community.
super important, right? We'll be able to keep kids here that, and soccer's huge here, so
Yeah.
we're able to keep kids here locally, provide housing for them, which is one of the things that's going to be happening. We're going to have some dorms that are going to be built as well.
Good.
And so MCC wanted to start JUCO sports. They figured soccer was the right direction. They reached out to some community builders and different folks and said, we need a booster club.
What do we do?
Yeah, what do we do? How do we raise money? How do we get this program going? And so there's a few of us that have volunteered to spend time on doing that. And our first fundraiser is Bighorn Scramble, which is June 4th, next Saturday.
Next Saturday. That'll
Way
be at
cool.
Laughlin Ranch.
At Laughlin Ranch. Friday night is the Calcutta, which...
So if you can go to the next one.
Sure,
Jeff.
I got you.
Oh, yeah, look
a
at that.
big sponsor.
Yeah, so
we wanted to put that up first.
this is awesome. So one of our board members reached out to Mud Sharks and said, how can you support MCC Athletics? Because keep in mind, MCC Athletics is Kingman, Havasu, Bullhead,
just
right?
here.
Not just here, which is great.
Yeah.
And so Mud Sharks said, well, we'd love to support it with kind of a custom beer that you guys can offer at your sporting events and you can do for your Calcutta event and your golf tournament. And so they crafted a specific beer with a specific label.
It's really cool.
And that's what that is there. It's awesome.
It's very cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
definitely outside of the box.
Yeah, totally outside of the box. Not something that anybody else has really done for these type of events.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is great. That is, if you want, that shows some sponsors, which is great. And then if you're looking to sign up or have a tea done, I don't know if it's too late for that.
we're still looking for tea sponsors. We're still looking. No teams are full, so we're good there. Major sponsors are good, but we're hoping to raise anywhere between $90,000 and $100,000
Wow.
for this, and that's substantial.
Ooh.
That's substantial for.
Yeah.
And it's Tri-City, and that's what I love about it. It's all of Mojave County. It's all three
Yeah.
cities getting together, which we don't see a lot.
Very
we do
cool.
not.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, and it touches, like you said, we're able to have a reason for these kids to stay local.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Boys and Girls Club. So I'm on that board with you.
You are.
It's
You
a
are.
lot. Autumn's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
whew,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff happens. But
yeah.
one of our biggest things happening is we have the Margarita Fest and the Bid for Kids coming up. So that will be July 15th. So if you haven't bought a table or donated items, please do. And then I know that we want to talk about the Fiesta Bowl, Fort Mojave, all of...
Yeah, so that's the big thing that's happening now. Obviously, all these fundraisers like the golf tournaments and the Fiesta on July 15th, those all help support the clubs in general, our thrift stores and other things. But the big thing for us right now is the fact that Fort Mojave is getting a new Boys and Girls Club. They just broke ground on the actual site in the last 5 or 6 days.
Is that one of the...
Yeah, so we have a picture there of the future plan, so you can see at the that side. This always confuses me.
Yeah.
But the side where my head is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the club location, and then just south of the club location will be the playground and the sport court. And behind on the east side is that massive football field that the community all helped to install. So we're hoping that the facilities there in October or so. On October 20th, we have the playground build and the sport court build. So that's all through Fiesta Bowl Charities and Kaboom Playground. So all kinds of fun stuff going on down
Yeah,
there.
a good time to get involved. Again, that touches, anywhere from kindergartners up, teens. So we
Yeah.
have the new teen center.
Yep.
So this really, again, takes you right back into the community, the heart and soul of the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the playground.
Yeah, so that's the playground down at Mojave Valley Community Park. So we were able to build an ADA playground a few months ago, and that's kind of the a huge team of folks that helped build that facility down there. Another great community venture, Mojave Valley Community Park,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, and that was really through Mojave Sunrise Rotary that we're also
Yes,
together on.
There you go.
Look at us.
There you go.
We are doing so good.
I follow the true leaders. That's what I do. When Christy's in something, I'm joining that thing.
Or
You're
maybe,
in on
or
it.
maybe I'm
Right.
following him
Right.
and he just
Could be.
doesn't know.
Could be.
Yeah, it
Could
could be that.
Yes.
You never know.
But really, each thing that can't even think of the word. Each program that you're involved in is huge and takes a lot of time and has a lot that you are able to offer a lot with who you know and able to when the grass was there, getting the water, getting water to it.
Sure.
Huge, was crazy.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
took a lot of people like you to make it happen.
It's for me, what it's usually about is, like, if I'm going to get involved in something, I want to make sure I can actually help. Like, I don't want to just be on something to be on something. So I try to find the thing that I'm best suited for to help that. So a lot of times it's like with Rotary, it's being the
Organizations.
treasurer, and handling that stuff, since I do that with my business. Same thing with Boys and Girls Club and a few other things. But you have to get boots on the ground too. You can't just be that person that goes to a meeting and says, "Oh, okay, I'm part of this or part of that." You gotta get your
Or
hands
here's
dirty.
here's $500.
Yeah, right.
Good luck.
And all that stuff helps, but there's a role for everybody to play, and I hope that my role is is involvement where it matters and the strengths that I have. I'm not a fundraiser, never have been. I'm not the guy to go out and ask, and not my thing, but I'll organize all the monies. I'm good with that part.
Yes. That leads us really into the Cornhole Tournament and first responders that we have coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to have our 5th annual. Gosh, it just goes so fast.
I know these years pass.
Yeah. So Mojave Sunrise Rotary does a Cornhole Tournament every year in October, and it's in conjunction with the first responders picnic down at Mojave Valley Community Park. And 2 great events on the same day, and again, an opportunity to share that park with our community.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, it's just south of River Valley High School.
Oh, it's beautiful too.
It is. It really, truly is a community park that has very little funding from the county. The county is supportive. They do what they can, but really 90%.
They're not the backbone. Huh?
Not at all. The 90% of this is private donors, community organizations, Legacy Foundation, which everybody's pretty much aware of.
Yeah.
And so October 15th, we'll have that event as well.
We get to show the park off.
Yes. It's going to be great. You
guys looking for teams for that, or you guys got it all?
Always. So registration won't be out for a while because it's not till October, but we'd love to see it. We've been at about 40 teams for the last 3 years.
Nice.
I'd love to see it about 70.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Be cool,
yeah.
I do feel like cornhole is becoming more of a sport around here.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
It's grown big time.
Yeah, they're doing that up at the Bullhead City Park, too, doing some tournaments. I feel like we're getting some actual teams. Like, people are building their own teams.
Well, last year we had a couple come out and wanted to join late, and they're new to the area, so we got them in. And now they're the ones that have actually started with the city doing the cornhole up at Suddenlink Center. And they're super involved.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's definitely far-reaching when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
Way
Well,
cool.
and the nice thing about all of these things that go on throughout the year, and I know that I preach this, but that the money really goes back to the scholarships for the kids, things that we do all year for the kids.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about all of these programs is that it's really about giving back to the community.
That's what it's all about.
Starting where it comes,
For
from
all
these
of
students.
us. Yeah, if you've seen this town grow over the last 20 years, you'd know how it's grown. It's grown from that type of community involvement and giving back to our local community. And it's this town's, I've been here 24 consecutive years and sometime before that, and it's changed for the better.
When I came, it was just 2 lanes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
right?
and I was like, where are you moving me to? I was 14. I'm like, it is hot out there, and it's only 2 lanes, and it has, like, a Bullhead City. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Maria's on. She says, hi, Matt.
Well, hi, Maria. How are you?
Maria Peinecker.
We love that girl.
I know. You told me to watch one of the shows to get an idea what the feel was, and it was Maria's show.
Maria,
yeah, it was Maria's show.
Maria show.
I got to pick any one I wanted, and I picked yours, Maria.
See?
How about it? How about it?
Yeah.
What else? What else do you have going on?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I just every day is like I got to catch up. It's like a start over every single day.
We like breaking.
I know.
Oh,
we like to
breaking
know. We
news.
like to know all the stuff that nobody knows.
New equipment, new car, new.
No,
anything.
for Barron, it's we about a year ago we started buying the little mini vans, like the small vans, so we letter the outside of them and wrap them, and so it's kind of been a
They look good, too.
traveling
I've seen 'em
billboard.
around. I've seen 'em
Yeah.
around.
And so the focus is a little bit of rebranding for Barron and coming into kind of the new age of things instead of having the white truck with the 4 simple blue letters on there or whatever.
Tag it up.
Yeah, get it all pretty. And I Finley was one of the from the first ones that really kind of started doing that, right, with your cars
with
that go
the
out the stars
trucks.
and stripes and stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody does it now, obviously, but you guys were kind of a leader in doing some of that.
We're the leaders of the pack.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We try to be leaders.
I just don't want you to punch me, so I'm going to say
I
nice things about
I know.
Finley.
You're
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That's drama. We'll get views.
Well, I am excited, and I'm so thankful again. I know that you are so busy, and you do a lot. I'll probably see you at noon for our meeting.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. And then after that is the meeting for the fiesta. So if you're part of that, then you have to stick around longer.
Listen,
I know.
You ain't going nowhere, Christy.
No, this is a lot. This is why we do what we do.
That's exactly why we do what we do. And everybody, like when you say nice things about, you get involved, there's a lot of us out there. I mean, people don't get it. They don't. There's a ton
You're
of
right.
civic-minded individuals out in the community. It's truly a blessing in this town. People that don't get involved really don't know.
Yeah, you miss out kind of on a whole different world.
You totally
Sure.
do. And the relationships you build and the friendships and that's what it's all about.
I mean, sometimes you want to tug a war and be like, ah, but then it all comes around and everyone's like, okay, we're all here for the greater good of this town.
Yep. Or you do an event and you see the kid smiles, or you get to give a scholarship. I got to go to Needles High School the other night and give scholarships out from Rotary money, and that's what it's all about.
That's
so.
what makes you feel good doing what you do.
Totally.
Well, sometimes you get so overwhelmed with so many golf tournaments and this and this and this, and then you get to that end point. And I got to be part of the scholarship committee this time, and I was just blown away. I mean, truly blown away. It's changing people's lives. And so now you get to say, like, oh, this is the reason why. This is the reason we're asking you to join these events.
Right.
And, pay a little bit more for golf that day or whatever the case. But
exactly.
it really...
Do a T sign or just a mini sponsorship. Here's $100 towards whatever you're doing, or whatever it is. It's truly needed in our community, and it always will be in any community, not just ours, obviously.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we could, kind of close this out saying, like, cheers to everyone who is doing all the things that get overlooked in town. There's so many, like you said, when you hit all these events and get into all these groups, obviously you see faces, you're like, I should have known that you were here.
Yeah.
So pat yourself on the back. Whoever
Get a hold of
is
Christy,
helping.
and we can help you get more noticed. How's that?
Yeah.
We'll get you on the show.
Come to the show.
That's a
Did
great
you
idea.
enjoy the show?
I really enjoyed the show. I'm leaving in one piece. There's no injuries. There's
got
no
no
harm.
bruises on his arm?
Yeah, it's not like the last show we did. We were talking about before the show. Where
oh, yes. This is where it started.
You came in with so much energy that it almost scared me, and then I couldn't quite get into things, and I started doing all this stuff with my hands. And
He's like, I don't even know who I was.
Yeah, as I watched it, I was like, oh my goodness, what is that? So
He was well prepared for this one.
Yeah.
So I told him I will
hands in my
bring the
pockets.
energy down today.
Never. You can't
It's
bring
really
energy
hard
down.
for me. I enjoy talking to you.
Listen, I enjoy talking to you too. But honestly, you enjoy talking to everybody.
She does.
do.
You know what I mean?
do.
She's a
She's good at
super
it.
person. She is.
She's really good
She
at
is.
it.
That's why
Thanks,
she's doing
guys.
this.
That's why she's our leader.
There you go.
Listen, shop local, support local. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We'll have our lunch later and who knows what else.
Thanks,
and again,
Matt.
thank you
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.
We appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks for having
Don't
me.
forget about the Longhorn Golf Tournament this coming up weekend.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week on
Tuesday for our light show and Thursday for our spotlight. Here
two
we
more
go.
shows next week. See you guys.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.